Hello and welcome to my lap guide around Deep Forest Raceway in reverse. My lap time will be 1 minute 32 seconds .599. I am not using any handbrake. I am not using any transmission or RPM games or play, as in downshifting really quick and letting the engine pop the rev limiter to slow the car down. The car is slowing itself down with the brakes and naturally with the engine. Okay, so here we go. I will be pausing at the at certain points during the lap to explain what I'm doing, and then after the explanation throughout the whole lap, I'll go back, start the lap from the beginning with no interruptions and without me speaking, and watch it from this angle, watch it from over the right shoulder angle inside the car, watch it from the roof angle, and then from the TV angle. Okay, so here we go. This is starting at the start-finish line. Obviously, you want to stay wide open through this part of the track. Try to swing out as far to the right here as you can. This will help you get a better angle going into turn one, which is what I call turn one, the sharp hairpin that goes to the right. After you get as far to the right here as you can, you're going to want to lift a little bit going into this little quick left-hander, which what I call a dog leg. So you're going to make this quick left-hander while lifting a little bit of brake, get back on the throttle, and then I'll show you exactly where I get on the brakes hard for the hairpin. Okay. About this point here is where I get back onto the brakes really hard. Now, during this lap, my car did get a little squirrely as I hit the brakes. So you really don't want the car to do that. You want to try to get a straight shot going into this corner as smoothly as possible. Okay, so we're going to start over here. Swing the car far right. Get hard on the brakes. Try to get the car slowed down as much as possible so that when you come up off this corner, you get a straight shot. And it sounds a little silly, but the slower you have the car, the least likely you are to spin the wheels if you're in, a high enough gear. Okay, so as I come out of the second tunnel, as soon as you see the curbs on your left-hand side, that's when you want to start to get on your brakes. Okay, this part of the track is kind of tricky because after you make this right-hand turn and go back to the left, this guardrail that you see running along the left side kind of protrudes out in this left-hand turn up here. So if you run off track, you're most likely going to hit it. So you want to kind of keep your car wide right here until you get to the apex of the turn, and then you want to try to get it down to the curbing. You'll see exactly what I mean here. Okay, after you get the car down to the curbing and you begin coming out of the turn, straighten your wheel and just make a straight line through here. You're going to hit the curb and go through the grass a little bit, but it's better than having to turn the car because you can get a better and straighter line into this right-hander to go under the tunnel. Okay, now as you saw, as I went under the tunnel, as soon as the front of my car hit the shadow that is coming from the tunnel, that's when I lift and begin to get on the brakes. Okay, through this left-hander right here, you just kind of want to play with the throttle. Don't be jumping on it, jumping off, jumping on it, jumping off. Just kind of 10, 15 to 20% throttle, and just, enough throttle to keep forward motion in the car, but not enough to kick the car sideways or cause it to understeer, or as us NASCAR people call it, get tight or push. Give it just enough throttle to keep the momentum going, and then as soon as you can feel the car have enough grip coming out of the corner, then you just, this is just kind of a feel thing. When you come out of this corner, just feel for when you can get on the throttle fully without hitting the wall coming out of this turn. Okay, now as you see right here, this line across the track, as you come out from under the tunnel, you're going to want to lift here, apply the brakes, but don't apply 100% brake, maybe 50% maximum. Actually, I told you wrong there, and I apologize. I actually did push the brake down further than I normally do during a lap, basically because this was a time trial lap. But most of the time, I only give about 50 to 70% brake going into that turn, because if you give a lot of brake into that turn going downhill with the and turning the car to the left, the rear of the car will want to snap out from under you. So again, that's another feel thing. Just feel what the car wants. Here, it's very difficult to keep the car wide open through these S's, as I call them, and as most of us call them. Try to stay wide open if you can. If you can't, all you need to do is just lift a little bit, maybe, up to 80, 75%. But you're going to want to try to stay wide open here for a really fast lap. Okay, as you come down into the last corner here, you see the bottom of the heel where it begins to flatten out going into the turn. As soon as you get to the very bottom of the heel and get onto the flat part of the track, that's when you're going to want to apply the brakes. You want to get on the binders pretty hard here, and just kind of trail brake the car a little bit through the first quarter of the turn to get the car to turn. Again, this is one of those turns where you need to just kind of play with the throttle until you feel the car gain grip, feel the car turn direction, and then you can get back on the throttle. If you get on the throttle too soon, the car will go out and get into the grass. Okay, and that is a lap around Deep Forest Raceway reverse. All right, we're gonna start this over here. I will show one more angle from the roof camera for those of you that drive from the roof. Alright, so that is a lap around Deep Forest Raceway in reverse using the Subaru WRX GR4 car. No traction control, and I was actually using the automatic transmission in this lap. If I was using the manual transmission and downshifting to help the car slow down in some of the other turns, I could probably get another 3 or 4 tenths faster. I will post a video later using the manual transmission if you would like for me to. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out other videos I have. This is my first lap guide video, so I will be posting more of these at other tracks if you would like for me to, if I have enough views and likes of this video. So please share the video with some of your friends. Like, subscribe, and come back for more. Thanks. Bye.